Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum Pakistan. Good to see all of you again and to reconnect. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank Parwa, which is a social enterprise developed by Lumenite students. These young students have gotten together and they are basically like-minded, they are patriotic, they are socially attuned, they are community centric, and they have this great strong desire to make a positive difference in Pakistan and also to continue with their studies and make sure that they do not waste any time, and whatever extra time they have, they do different projects which are for the betterment of our great country Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, this social enterprise Parwa has one main objective, and that is a tissue-free Pakistan. This seems to be a very large or very broad objective, but the reality is that this is a very important objective, especially in the situation in which we are, in which the environment is deteriorating, in which we have global warming all around us, in which we have deprivation of the environment. So what these students have basically ascertained is that millions of trees are cut for tissue utilization at home, in our businesses, in restaurants, in schools, in universities, in different institutions. Everywhere tissue has become a way of life. And just about 25 years ago, these tissues were not there. People would be using a sustainable, reusable cloth or something else whereby tissues were not required. But now tissue has become a way of life, and therefore millions of trees are being cut. So they have come out with this campaign that first they are going to move towards a tissue-free Lums, then move toward tissue-free Lahore, and then a tissue-free Pakistan, and then discouraging utilization of unnecessary tissue around the world, thereby saving trees and thereby making our environment more sustainable and more breathable. So the second thing that these students are doing is that whenever tissues are being made, trees are being cut, so they want to basically replenish the trees which have been cut, and they are doing plantation not only in Lums but outside in the city of Lahore, and eventually they want to take it on a national level whereby they have these student leaders and student communities planting trees, and therefore they are also supporting the Clean and Green campaign of the current government, which is trying to look at planting about 10 billion trees. Thirdly, when the pandemic hit and suddenly everything came to a stop and people were not sure what they should do, these young, brilliant minds got together and they contributed not only in the relief work related to the pandemic, but also in creating a lot of awareness amongst the masses. And the next thing that they have done is that they have created this social virtual platform which is focused towards imparting trainings in tools, internet applications, computer applications, and different skill sets, whereby people, while sitting at home, can utilize their time in a much more productive and in a much more result-oriented way, working from home. So the topic for today, ladies and gentlemen, which Parwa has given me, is working from home. And just like I was mentioning that I am not a tax-heavy person, I am not a person who likes to work from home. I'm actually more action-oriented, more operation-oriented, more hands-on and more grassroots-oriented. But this pandemic has taught me many new things. And the first thing is that when the pandemic came and the universities were closed, so I had to teach my subject of social entrepreneurship for the business students, and my other subject of human rights for my law students from home. And that was a very big challenge because before the pandemic I had never even used Zoom, or I had only once or twice used Skype, and therefore I was unaware. But in a few weeks I learned how to use Outlook 365. I started conducting a lot of workshops on Zoom. We are using the Big Blue Question over here at Lums. There are other tools and applications which we are using. So all of this has been learned, and that is actually now creating a lot of more mobilization in pedagogy and a more synchronous and asynchronous pedagogical learning taking place not only in Pakistan but around the world. And another thing of this working from home is the dimension that the family gets together and they start working together and they help each other out and the bonding takes place. So This video which is being made by my young son who is in class 6, and his name is Zan, and he's the one who's making this video. And he was also mentioning that what they can do is that he can also use some software to even edit this video to my amazement. And with him, his younger sister, who is Mana, they both will sit together and see what they can do with this video. So those new dimensions have emerged of family bonding, of working differently, of working out of the box, being creative, being innovative, and coming up with new ideas. And that is the beauty of working from home. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to encourage all of you to work from home, not to be apprehensive, not to think as it a constraint or limitation, but to utilize this time that we have in the pandemic to learn new skill sets, to learn new tools, to learn new techniques, to learn new softwares, to learn new applications, and to make your working more efficacious and more efficient and more effective and more productive and increase your performance. So that is the opportunity. And another thing that you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is experiment and see what different things you can put together to actually improvise within the working at home that you are doing. I mean, just yesterday, Twitter basically announced that 5,000 of its jobs will not require their employees to, even in a post-pandemic situation, come back to office. Even after the pandemic, people can work from home and contribute in the same way as if they are working from office, and therefore virtual offices. So this whole new concept has emerged, new softwares are emerging, new applications and tools and techniques are emerging. You have this opportunity of learning them and increasing your own personal productivity and institutional productivity. And similarly, in the new normal which is going to emerge, what is going to happen is that yes, we will go back to our institutions, but yes, we can also work from home, combine both together, create that synergy whereby your effectiveness is further increased. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you get motivated to work from home in a better way. Whatever you are doing, don't sit idle. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. Therefore, keep yourself busy, stay healthy, go out for walks in the morning, do some exercise in the home, do some stretch exercises, try to do relaxation, read a book, learn a new language, learn a new skill, learn a new technique, learn a new application, enhance yourself and let your inherent potential emerge whereby you can become a better human being. And most importantly, stay safe, stay at home, unnecessarily do not go out, follow the protocols of the pandemic, make sure that you take care of each other, make sure you stay connected with each other, connect with your old friends, connect with your old relatives, stay connected with all the people who are close to you. Come out, write a journal, do different type of things and take care of yourself and make sure that when the pandemic ends, you are totally geared to move ahead full throttle and cover up all the ground which has been lost and be a positive, creatively inclined individual contributing towards the betterment of society. And in all of this, ladies and gentlemen, please remember that the destitute, the poor, the unhealthy, those people who do not have resources, they deserve our attention. We must be empathetic. We must look out for them. We must contribute towards their betterment, and we must make this a better world to live in, whereby everyone has an equitable opportunity. People subscribe to truth. People shun away corruption and dishonesty, and we work together to build this world in a better way. We have been given a chance to rebuild things in a better way, based upon a stronger value system, based upon a more equitable system, and based upon equal opportunity for all. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, play your part, play your communal part, play your global part, and please make sure that you spread smiles, hope, and positivity. So take care. Pakistan, Zindabad.